Welcome to the Dollhouse. It's your girl Aya all day. Don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe if you like what you see here on the channel. Alright, dolls, so we are going to be doing another cooking with Aya, obviously. So we're going to actually do one of my favorite recipes to make, and I think everybody's favorite recipe for me. I'm going to be making some shrimp and grits. Now, this is my recipe, the way I choose to do it. Of course, there are plenty of different ways to do it, but this is what I'll be doing. So you're going to need some extra large shrimp. I have some peeled, deveined with the tail still on. Of course, I'm going to take the tail off. I'm going to use some grits, some old-fashioned grits. I have some milk, a 3-pepper onion blend over here. Our seasonings are going to be, of course, Old Bay, some salt, a little salt, some parsley flakes, some Creole Seasoning. I have some cornstarch. You're going to need cornstarch because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that. And, you know, your basic ingredients. And then also for my grits, I will be using cheese. Now, I like to use sliced cheese. You know, the Kraft cheese. I like to use that. And this is the Kraft cheese that I like to use, the American slices. Now, you can get fancy with it and use you know, shredded cheese and all that, but honestly, I like the taste of the sliced cheese. It, to me, just gives a better flavor or whatever. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my shrimp started, and then we'll cook our grits later. Also, yeah, I forgot my onion powder. You're going to need some onion powder, okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and clean my shrimp. Yes, I'm still gonna clean them. I'm gonna clean my shrimp. Then I'm also going to season them, and then we're gonna saute them in some butter. You are gonna need some butter. So yeah, y'all know me. I'm from the South. We use a lot of butter. So just give me one moment. Let me go ahead and get all that done, and then I'll come back. All right, so we're gonna get to seasoning. So I'm gonna take my Old Bay. And I don't really measure it out. I just know how I want it to taste. So, but if you want to measure it out, you can use a tablespoon and a half of Old Bay. If you like it spicy, you can definitely use 2 tablespoons. I'm going to go ahead and take some salt. Not a lot. Just a little bit. I'm going to take my black pepper. Just a sprinkle, not a lot. I don't know. I really don't measure. I know some people are like, oh my goodness, how you going to do a cooking video and you don't measure? Give us measurements. Season it to your liking, bottom line. I'm going to add some of my Creole Seasoning. Not a lot. I keep saying not a lot, but you know, this is how I cook. I'm not a professional. I'm a home cook. And I learned to develop certain flavors.
Home cook woman.
So that was our onion powder. I'm gonna add and some parsley. It already smells good. So yeah, we're gonna stir this. Once I finish seasoning this, I'm gonna allow it to sit for, I want to say, about maybe 10 minutes, and then I'll add it to the pan. So we're gonna just get this stirred up. And y'all, this recipe is so easy. It literally takes no time to cook too, because y'all know it doesn't take, you know, shrimp too long to cook, number one. Because if you allow your shrimp to cook too long, it will get, you know, chewy, and you're not gonna like that. So, you know, just allow your shrimp to marinate and your seasonings for about 10 minutes. And then while my shrimp is marinating, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get started on my onion and pepper blend. And then go from there. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and get started on our onion and pepper blend. Now, this is what I'll be using because we're gonna need a little color and flavor, extra flavoring. So I'm gonna take some unsalted butter. We're gonna saute this. And also, I forgot, I'm going to use some minced garlic, y'all. I totally forgot about that. And so let this butter get to melting. So y'all, with this recipe, like I said, it's very quick and easy. You can definitely develop your own flavors with it, you know, your own method for it as well. This is just what I learned to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add maybe a tablespoon of garlic. We're going to let that saute down with the butter. And this is going to give it an added depth of flavor. And we don't want our garlic to burn. We just are letting it cook down just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then we're going to add our onion and pepper blend. Hold on, let me turn the stove down really quick because I hear that gas and I want my stuff to burn. What do you guys like to cook on? Gas or electric? I prefer gas. To me, it gives a much state, you know, you can really control your fire if you need to. So I added maybe about a cup and a half of my onion and pepper blend. We're going to let this saute down. I may add some more, I'm not sure. Yeah, we're going to add some more because this is going to cook down. So it's about 2 cups. So you are going to need your cornstarch. Now, you're going to need your cornstarch. You're going to need about maybe 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Well, 1 tablespoon should do it, but I'm going to use a tablespoon and a half. And then I'm going to add a cup of milk to that cornstarch mixture because this is going to help make our gravy for our shrimp. Yes, we are making gravy for our shrimp. So stir this vigorously until that cornstarch incorporates with that. And it's basically going to look like this. You want your cornstarch to dissolve. So now it is time to add that to our shrimp. Alright, and this is what our shrimp is looking like. It is all nice and cooked thoroughly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn our heat down low, add our milk mixture, pour this over and allow this to sit. You can add more butter if you like. You don't necessarily have to. I'm probably going to add like another pat of butter. And then I'm going to allow this to sit. Because what's going to happen is that cornstarch and the milk mixture is going to thicken up and it's going to create a nice gravy. So we're going to allow this to go ahead and marinate on down. And then I'll come back. Alright, so as you guys can see, our sauce is thickening up. You want it to coat the back of your spoon, and then you want to turn your heat off. Hold on, let me taste this, because Lord Jesus. Oh yeah, I know it's good. Alright, so turn your heat off, because now your shrimp is done. You don't want your shrimp to cook anymore. Turn your heat off. And boom, you have your shrimp. Now we're going to go ahead and cook our grits. Okay, so just give me one moment. So we're going to cook our grits. So I've got 2 cups of milk. Well, 2.5 cups of milk. Because I like my grits really, really creamy, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and throw in some onion powder. A little salt. And some black pepper. Some butter. You need some butter. I have unsalted butter, by the way. And then, that's real butter. Use real butter for your grits. And a cup of grits. Measuring cup is very important when you're cooking grits. That way you don't get lumpy grits. So, and then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and incorporate all these with a whisk. And if you feel your mixture is just too thick, you can always add more milk, of course. And that's what I think I am going to do. Hold on, dolls. Alright, so I'm going to add just a little bit more milk to this. Just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And I have my heat on low, because what's going to happen is I want this to cook down. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my cheese in. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Hold on. Alright, so I added my cheese in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stir this a little bit more, and then I'm going to cover it. I'm going to keep it on low for about maybe, I want to say, no more than maybe about a good 15 minutes on low, because I want it to cook really, really thoroughly and good. I don't want it to be lumpy or clumpy. I want it to be nice and creamy and smooth. And I want my grits to be, you know, I don't want them to be underdone, because you can cook grits. You can make grits underdone. So I'm going to go ahead and get this covered, and then I'll be right back. Our grits are done. Do y'all see how nice and creamy they are? Now, these are old-fashioned grits, so they take a little longer than the quick grits. These take maybe about a good 20 minutes to cook. And as you guys can see, they are nice and smooth. Now, if you want to add more liquid to it, you definitely can. Typically, if I don't use milk, I will use half and half for my grits. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add some more, just a little bit more milk. Hold on. Alright, so I added a little bit more milk and some more butter, because y'all know I'm country. Y'all know this. Just to decide, because I don't want them too thick. You know, you can't make your grits too thick. So I'm just going to slowly incorporate it in, and then I'm going to cover this back up. No need to have the heat on to cover it back up. But boom, our grits are done. Let me get a spoon. Alright, so here is what your grits should look like. Nice and creamy and smooth. And be careful, y'all, because y'all do not want to get popped by grits, okay? So that's why I said turn your heat off when you are, you know, stirring your grits and stuff. Or make sure your heat is on low. You do not want to get popped by grits, y'all. It does not feel good and it hurts, okay? X Al Green. But anyway, yeah, this is what your grits should look like. And so we're going to go ahead and plate now. And your grits should never be lumpy. If anybody serves you lumpy grits, you need to go ahead, get up from the table, and politely say, no thank you, ma'am. Don't you ever serve nobody lumpy grits. That is not cool, not the thing to do. You see, my grits are nice and smooth, no lumps, no clumps. That's why it's important to use a whisk. That way it breaks it up, it breaks up those hum grains up, the corn up, and then boom, you have some smooth AF grits. Okay, look at that. Look at that. All right, let me stop playing these damn grits and plate this food. So here is the finished result of our shrimp and grits, and look how good that looks. Our shrimp is nice and firm, but it's not too firm, so it's not chewy. It's cooked just perfectly. It tastes very, very good, y'all. It's very flavorful. That's why you always want to make sure you build your flavors up when you're cooking dishes like this. That way you don't miss a beat on the flavor, okay? It's very well seasoned. Very little salt was used. Basic, simple ingredients can make you a gourmet meal like this. And yes, to me, this is a gourmet meal. This is a very, to me, this is my little delicacy, okay? So, thank you so much for watching. As always, let me know if you guys have ever tried shrimp and grits. Have you ever made it yourself? Let's comment down below. Of course, I will come at you guys with another cooking video. Thank you so much for watching, as always. And make sure you guys make sure you guys share. I don't mind you sharing. Sharing is free to do, okay? So it ain't gonna cost you not one dime, baby. So I'm gonna go ahead and go. Thank you so much, dolls. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.